Hey, you have just tuned into the best talk show right here in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. It's gonna be off the chain. I'm so glad that you have joined us at the LA McNair Show. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be phenomenal. Buckle your seatbelts, get you some popcorn, get you some tissue. We are about to take this journey together. Let's go right into the set. So glad to be here on a Monday. On a Monday, and my nerves are a little bad because I feel like John, the ones that's coming is greater than I. Whose shoes? You got shoelaces? He ain't got no shoelaces. You got, but that I'm not worthy to untie. However, I think we got something to talk about. And would you give Brother Jeff Clark a stand up something? Like I almost fell. Come on, man. Come on. You want me to help you? Yeah, I need help. All right. So. Boy, I'm shaking in my boots. I was doing good in the back. Now I am vulnerable, and man, if I had on mascara, it'd probably be running right now. But the thing came off.
The thing?
Yeah, the thing came off. We already messing up, ain't we? Well, that's a bad start. But anyway, I want to talk about what we're going to talk about.
Okay.
However, you already know, where do I go from here when I faced some difficulty in my business or in my church, in my family, in my marriage? We need to know where to go from here. But before we get to where we go from here, I need to fry the egg really hard right now and say something, okay? Is that cool with you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so if it's not
I've
right.
never really heard that, so
Well, you know.
I got you now.
Well, me neither. I just made it up. So I was 7 years old, and I'm watching TV. You know, we have some bad people that they was listening to rap music and all of that kind of stuff. I was trying to find a Christian show. So I messed around and found some people that don't look like me. And I said, boy, they got a lot of folk in that church. And it was First Baptist Church of Hattiesburg.
I remember that church.
Yeah, you remember that church?
Yeah, I remember that church.
And so I saw this guy with, he had brown hair.
Yeah.
And I saw him get up with his Bible in his hand. Wasn't no iPads back then. There wasn't no iPads back then at all. And so he got up with his Bible in his hand, and he was talking real mellow and, you know, turn with me to John and just all of that. And so, but I said, I want to meet that guy. And I was 7 years old. But unfortunately, I didn't meet the guy with the brown hair. I met the guy with the gray hair.
Ain't right, man.
And this is what messed me up. This is what messed me up. I was coming when Midtowner was just built. I was walking through there with a preacher. I ain't gonna call his name. I ain't gonna give him no advertisement. Not today, you ain't getting it. But anyway, and you said, man, I've been looking at you. I said, me?
Yep.
I'm in a storefront. You was on Facebook then.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you're not on Facebook now.
Yeah,
You backslid.
I backslid.
Yeah, you backslid. All saved people are still on Facebook.
Yeah.
But anyway, so he said, I'm watching you, I'm looking at you, And so I was kind of feeling good about that.
You were good, man.
And so I was at Starbucks, and there's absolutely, I can't say that because I ain't going to get no money from them if I say that. But I was at Starbucks to get a $9 shake.
Uh-huh.
Remember that yesterday?
Yes, I do.
Okay, you know what I'm talking about?
Uh-huh.
And I don't go to Starbucks like that. And I just come over there.
I've never seen you in there before.
Well, you ain't gonna see me no more. And you were sitting outside by yourself.
Yep.
And you shouldn't have been by yourself. They threatened you, remember?
I know they tried to kill me.
But anyway, I'm glad that I got to meet, in my opinion, the Joel Osteen of Hasburg. And the guy that took, was it a 600-member church? Mm-hmm. A 600-member church, and now you got 3,000 a week.
Yeah.
Spread abroad.
Yeah. We've been blessed.
Huh?
We've been blessed.
Yeah, we're going to get into that in a minute. We're not going to talk about that just yet. We'll get into that just a minute. But what I want to know is, how did you discover that there was more? Now, mind you, you didn't win it. You went in with a salary?
You can call it that.
Okay.
It was low.
You went in. Now, how old was your daughter when you got there?
She was 3 months old. I was 25
She was 3
years
months old. Does is it Pepper Ridge Apartments?
Pepper Tree Apartments. Yeah, you remember that.
Pepper Tree Apartments, huh?
Yeah, 1 bedroom.
I know your whole story. I watched you since I was 7.
Wow, man.
Yeah, so, you go somewhere you ain't got no business.
Yeah.
Yeah, you better be careful. He didn't know I knew that.
No,
I never told him that until now.
Sit up.
Yeah. So, with all of that, so when did you, from the throne chairs, you're on the throne right now, but you had the throne chairs, and you was in a traditional church. I come from a traditional background too.
Right.
When did you discover that there's more to my calling than 600 people? Now, by the way, if the average preacher gets 600 folks,
Yeah, happy.
we don't need a church. But you decided that it is more. Tell me about that.
Well, it really happened at 15.
Huh? Uh-oh.
It happened at 15 years old,
Okay.
when I felt like God was calling me to the ministry, and I didn't know what that meant.
Yeah.
And I was really worried about it because I didn't like going to church. And I thought,
I still don't like going
I know,
sometimes.
me either.
Yeah.
But God kind of put on my heart, hey, I have more for you. My parents divorced, and there was a lot of really crazy stuff in my family. And so I remember one night, because I had a young sister, and I was kind of helping raise her, because my folks were gone a lot at night.
Yeah.
And I remember falling on my knees one night. I had a Dr. J poster over my bed. I don't know if you know who Dr. J is.
I have none.
But
Slightest idea.
Julius Erving.
Oh.
He was the Michael Jordan of my day.
Oh.
And I got down by my bed on my knees, and I said, God, if you'll get me through this, I will serve you the rest of my life. And I said, and I'd like to go somewhere and stay my entire life in ministry, because I don't want to move my kids around. And I want to play against Auburn in basketball. Now, I don't know why I said that, but that's what I prayed. And through a series of miracles, God began, and I want to get married to a smoking hot wife. And so over time, all those things began to happen. So it was like God preloaded me into Hattiesburg. And when I looked out one Sunday sitting in the king chair, and I saw everybody look just alike, really white and really rich, I knew that there was something wrong.
Now hold on one second.
Okay.
By the way, he had a family to give him $1 million.
Yeah, that's true.
And didn't even go to the new church with him in Hattiesburg. You know, just in case, I don't know what camera, just in case you're watching right now,
That family.
the family that gave him
I love you, man.
$1 million, my name is Larry McNair. So you don't have to wonder where to give it. I will tell you where to give it.
You made him at Starbucks.
And you know what? You ain't even got to come to my church because you ain't go to the other church. So I just want to say that right now.
You, man.
Okay, and by the way, we ain't going to call no names.
No.
But who we were talking about today, as soon as I got out the car and turned the corner, he coming in. I like to drop my lunch. I said, well, is that right there? Is that it? But anyway, go ahead and say. They needed to know that.
Well, let me tell you.
$1 million. I don't know no black preacher got no million. But anyway.
$1 million. And what was good is they were struggling with me. And so I got the money and didn't have to put up with them on top of that. So, I mean, it just was, God double blessed me.
You want to say that on camera?
Is this on camera?
What?
Okay. It's true.
Well, guess what? We're going to get some views today. I'm going to push this till it can't be pushed no more.
It's true.
But anyway, go ahead.
But here's the thing. Listen, I got a basketball scholarship to Mississippi College because my folks said, we can't send you to school. We don't have any money. And went to MC. My sophomore year, guess who we played the first game of the season? Auburn University with Charles Barkley. They beat us so bad, people in the stands wanted to play. But listen, God answered my prayer. I didn't ask to win, I just asked to play. And then my junior year, she walked across the campus and everything stopped.
Everything?
Everything. Well, not everything, but most everything.
Mm-hmm.
And next thing I know, we were dating. Then we were married. Then went to seminary. Then came to Hattiesburg. But there was something inside of me sitting in that king chair that never would leave me. And that was the heart for people who were hurting and had nowhere to go. And I felt like churches were starting to only reach people just like them and had forgotten about people outside of the doors. And one Saturday night, I was at the Rock, and I have a lot of great friends, and I always pray, God, you don't have to make me rich, but make my friends rich.
What's the Rock?
USM.
Oh, I thought
The
you were talking about
Eagles.
the casino.
No, not the Rock, not that one. I have been there witnessing.
Well,
But I was up in the box. I was in the box. It's a true story. I was in the box, and it was raining.
you know I know what you're about to say. I've already told this story.
I know. You already told this?
Yeah, like my church folk knew, but I had already told them.
Well, let me tell you.
You was
He
in the
told me.
box. Yeah, and then it started raining on everybody.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I know the story,
God said-
but they need to hear from you.
Well, let me tell you, God said to me, I was mid-chicken wing, and nothing gets between me and my Diet Coke and my chicken wing. And I stopped, and he said, I want you to build a church for those people, because these people already got everything. And it was a turning point for me. And I started looking at our church differently, and our community differently.
What I got to do to get in the box?
You want to go next week?
Heck yeah.
Okay. You tell me who all wants to go.
Huh?
Who all wants to go?
There's 3 people, me, myself, and I.
Okay.
We'll be right there.
You better take somebody else.
Don't
You
point
better
over-
take somebody else.
Don't point over there.
You better take.
The devil using you.
We'll talk about it later. but if you go, she going.
So let's talk about when God speaks to you. Obviously, it wasn't on a bed of, and boy, do I know about that. I was, like I shared, I was very upset. I think I wake up with an attitude every day, because there's some things he told me to do, and I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Because I know unpopular like church people lie, the Lord spoke to me. Why are you so happy? Because if you really heard from him, you're not going to like that. It's going to go against everything you want to do. So like this show,
Yeah.
all I wanted to do was just snap my finger and get, well, some of my friends, they don't like when I use the R word, wealthy.
Yeah.
And it just happened, But when God speaks to you, God talks to you, and he said what he said to you. When you start moving in the direction of that, let's talk about the saints of the living God. What kind of problems did you start having when you obeyed God?
Well, you probably know this, because I'm telling you, you know a lot more than people realize. I want you to know that. I'm going to give you a pub. But there are people in the church that are there because they like religion. They don't necessarily like a relationship. And when you begin into moving toward a relationship and calling people to repentance and calling people to serve and calling people to give, all of a sudden things begin to change. And it began to change when I took all the king chairs off the platform.
The pulpit chairs. Yeah, you took them off.
Yeah, and the pulpit.
Huh?
I took the pulpit.
What's that? The podium?
That big, it was as big as this room.
Oh.
And I needed some room to move around. And a little lady, and she was a sweet lady, older lady. She was sweet. And I saw her waving like that. I thought, she's going to bless me out. She said, where's the, they called the name of the people that gave the chairs, where are their chairs? And I said, I don't know what they did with them. They're gone. God done moved them,
So you do that too? I do that.
Yeah.
I act like I have no idea what has happened.
Well, I really didn't know where they were.
Huh?
So that's with me. I'm like, hey, I don't want to see those again. And they disappear.
Oh.
And, but it was the beginning of changing things that had always been. And when you start changing and going against tradition, you're going to face some trials.
Now, I started my church, and nobody's going to come to my face and tell me this, but I can tell when I start moving in the direction folk don't like, I can feel them. And I'm like, well, poof, be gone. That's me. Do you do that?
Oh, yeah. Well, we've lost hundreds.
Huh?
We've lost hundreds of people.
Now, hundreds or thousands?
Hundreds.
Hundreds.
But we've reached thousands.
You've lost hundreds, and you reached thousands.
Because sometimes you have to have a backdoor revival before you can have a front door revival.
Okay.
And there were people that were great people. I love them. But they didn't buy into the mission and the vision.
What are great people?
Well, they were people that I like them. And I think they like me. But we weren't going the same direction. And so I understood, different people want different things out of church. And I want us to reach people. I want us to reach unchurched people.
Yeah.
And a lot of folks don't want to do that. They want to reach the same people to sit in the same place
that makes
and do
them
the same thing.
Comfortable.
Right.
And don't care of the toll it takes on the leader. We're stagnant. We're not moving.
Right.
And yeah, I get it. So you got some death threats.
Yeah.
You got somebody gonna come get you.
Yeah.
And all of that. How did they threaten you?
I got a letter, and it was unsigned, and it said that I need to be looking over my shoulder or something really bad could happen to me. And so...
Now, this is all because you're obeying the voice of God that you need to reach more people.
Well, in their mind, there were people that believed that I was of the devil, and told my wife that.
Well, maybe you were, but you're God's devil. Yeah.
I was a little devil then.
That's what I tell people when they say, I think you're of the devil. I said, well, you're right. I'm God's devil. So I still have to do what God wants me to do.
But, great people can see things differently than I do, and that's okay. But the
Yeah.
problem was God had a calling on my life.
Yeah, yeah.
And like one of our preachers said, it'd be easier for you to move your letter than for me to move my furniture. That's when he got serious.
Did you have to fight anything?
There was 2 or 3 times that it could have happened, but people would step in between us in the hallway.
And he walked right up on you, and yeah, because when I was at Starbucks, you just walked right up on me.
Well, yeah.
Man, what you doing? Like, what are you doing? You know,
I want to talk to you.
For this guy, I mean, right here. I'm saying, okay, well, and the more I bagged up, he come up. I said, all right, okay. But anyway, so after that, tell me about the good things that have happened. You got numerous campuses, and what was your budget? It's not a
Here's the challenge. Those things are the end result of 39 years.
Yeah, yeah.
And a lot of times when you see that, you think, wow, you know, he pulled a lever, and in 5 years he got 5 campuses.
Yeah.
It began in following God's plan.
Yeah.
That God began to open doors. And one of the doors was we needed more property. We needed room to grow.
Okay.
And so we began to look for property, and the only property we could find was on the other side of the interstate. There was 33 acres, but it didn't have a road to it. And so the senior adults that went out and found the property, of course, brought that to the church because they thought you'd never be able to build on it, so you couldn't move the church because that's a hysterical landmark. And then all of a sudden, the next week, we heard that there was a brand new road going east and west called Lincoln Road Extension. It went right in front of our property and changed the value about 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
And we began to build our first building.
Now that that building that's on the back.
Yes.
And you use that for
Wednesday night prayer meeting, Bible study, had a kitchen, had all that. That was our first building.
Now he walked me through there. I thought I was in, was it Google or Microsoft?
Yeah, it's like Microsoft or Apple, or it's a shared workspace. And
so you're saying that you won't get there overnight?
No.
It takes consistency.
It takes going down the road God has led you to.
Yeah.
Getting knocked down, knocked back, beat down, broke down, asking God to pick you back up and let you make one more step. And do that over 10 years, and you'll wind up somewhere great.
Wow. So, where do I go from here? Do you think we should just start back walking? Because, you know, sometimes when you get discouraged, you stop. And
Well, let me tell you something happened to me, and I don't think preachers talk about this enough. About 15 years ago, I drove up to the church. I was under so much pressure. I was under so much stress. I didn't realize how much the toll had taken on me. And I drove up to the church, and this is going to sound crazy. I could not, my arm would not move to open the door. And I thought, something's not right. And so I went to my doctor, and he said, man, you're having a nervous breakdown. I said, what do you mean a nervous breakdown? He said, man, you're broke down. This has gotten on top of you.
Yeah.
And I did something a lot of people won't do. I went to a counselor, and he just listened. And he said something to me that changed me, because I've not heard a lot of, people don't realize preachers don't get a lot of true encouragement. And he said to me,
motive sometimes is behind it if you do get
there's a transactional thing going on.
Yeah.
And so he said, Jeff, because I was telling him how I was losing, how I had not accomplished anything, how I can't believe that God had not come through for me. I mean, on and on and on. And he said, Jeff, he said, what you've done is gargantuan. And I thought,
Really?
really?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I thought, well, maybe I'm okay. Because when the devil gets on you, and then the church people get on you, all of a sudden the weight is almost too much for you. And that's why we need brothers to, like, I want to encourage preachers who get discouraged, because I've been there.
So I was at this church in Dallas, and the sanctuary can seat about 5,000 people. So I'm in there with the pastor, and so he's talking to me, and so I guess he just kind of discerned where I was in that moment. So he just started randomly talking about he was in crisis mode. And just, he was in crisis mode,
Yeah.
and he was just, you know, and yeah, I get it. I ain't had no nervous breakdown. Well, not yet, but I did have
Well,
some
if you do, I'm here
anxiety.
for you.
Huh?
If you do, I'm here for you.
Okay, thank you. But it does get rough, and not just rough for preachers, but rough for business owners that's trying to make it work. Rough for single mothers and single fathers.
Yeah.
Rough for anybody that they know that they have a future, but they don't know how to get to that future through execution.
Right.
Because a lot of times, when, in my humble opinion, when God puts you on a path, ain't nobody done that's in your vicinity.
Right.
And now I was 7.
Yeah.
I'll be 30 next year. I just met you not long ago.
Yeah.
So, you know,
You're
it gets
just
long.
getting started, man.
Huh?
You're just getting started. Your best is ahead of you.
Oh, it is?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Your best is ahead of you.
Yeah.
And God's going to do things in you because you have a heart for Him. You don't have to know everything
Yeah.
to be used by God and for Him to do great things through you. You've opened up your life. You opened up your beautiful family. I mean, God's going to work in you. He's going to do great things. And I'm glad, hopefully I'll be alive to see it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not ready to go yet. I mean, I know where I'm going, but I don't want to get on the next load. I want to watch and see what God does in you and in other men who He has His hand on.
Yeah. When you told me on the phone, you said, I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
And there's absolutely nothing that I can give you. Well, not like monetarily wise.
Yeah.
But when you said you was proud of me, I was like, proud of what? Like what? Like what? And then your mouth kind of went open when I told you something, but when you said you was proud of me, I'm like, wow, that means something coming from someone, because it's easy to give people encouragement when you know you get something from it. You know, because my problem is right now, I'm going to be honest, we got to be done in a minute, but my problem is right now, it's hard for me to believe people when they tell me good things about me, because I'm like, do you want me to make it just so you could get something from it? I have had people to come into my life, and they said they love me. They said they love the ministry, they love the church. But the second that I didn't do what they wanted me to do, they ran my name down and just did all of that. But so now I've matured a little bit more now. I really, you know, this may sound arrogant, but I really don't care.
Yeah.
I honestly do not care what a person thinks about the decision that I made. And this is why. I don't care what you think about the decision that I made, because if I fail, I'm going to be the first one that's going to have to digest it. When I make it, I'm going to have to be the first one to maintain it.
Yeah.
So, bump you.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, when well, I want to say two things. One, you're ahead of where I was at 30. You're ahead of me in gifting. You're ahead of me in the way you carry yourself. you're ahead of me in how many kids you got. I didn't have that many by that time. You are blessed. You've got a beautiful family. You got an amazing grandmother sitting right here. I mean, Larry, what else would you want? You're styling and you're profiling. I mean, you are blessed beyond measure. Wow. And God has a great plan for you. And one of the things that I realized at one point, like when I got more in awe of God and more fearful of God than man, all of a sudden I got bolder. And there was one guy, man, he was powerful. And he was out to get me. And I thought, Lord, I'm leaving. And he wouldn't let me move. He wouldn't let me go. Another church called me and I wouldn't go. And he finally said, look, that man can run you down. He can have you beat up. But I can take you out. And once I figured that out, I was okay. Because nobody else could do to me what God could do to me, good or bad. And it gave me some confidence.
Yeah.
And we just don't quit. We don't stop. We don't give up hope.
Wow.
And that's my word to you and encouraging you and what you're doing and building a church. The devil don't want it to happen. And a lot of other believers, a lot of other preachers don't want it to happen. And that's why you keep rolling and you keep going.
Thank you for coming.
Love you, brother. Love you, man.
And we're going to talk about that box.
Oh, yeah.
He means it, too. He really means it. He really means it. He said, come pick me up.
Yeah, you kind of let me know.
Yeah.
Work it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't even know how to end, but bye, Let me get up.